Hello students, welcome to the channel. This is Anamika Talukdar and today I'm going to start a new topic, that is partnership. It's again one type of form of business organization, and again I'm using the notes of mycbseguide.com. I'm going to provide you the notes in the description box. You can download it. So hope you all are fine. Let's start the session. So starting from the meaning of partnership is when there is more than one person in a business. It may be 2% or maximum number in this type of business is 50. But in case of banking, it is 10. So you can understand that when it is partnership business, then it is carried on by partners, by many partners. It may be 2 or more than 2 partners. Now when it is a business of partners, then the partners will share the profit and also the losses. They will contribute the capital to start the business, and also the decisions will be made by all of them. Control is also in the hands of all the partners. But yes, sometimes it may happen that one partner in the business, for example there are 5 partners, out of the 5 partners, whenever there is meeting or any agreement, then one partner also can take part on behalf of all these 5 partners. But whatever will be happening in the meeting, all the consequences, the results will have to be borne by all these 5 members. So it may happen that all the partners are carrying on the business, or one partner also may carry on behalf of other partners in the business. Moving forward to the feature of partnership. So first one is formation. It's not a hard process, because for starting a partnership business, all the members, they only have to sign a partnership contract, and after that formation can be done. But it is not compulsory in all type of partnership business. Then liability. Liability is unlimited because there are many partners, and sometimes it happens that to repay the debt back to the third party, the partners may have to use their personal property. If they are not able to pay from the assets of business, then they may have to take their personal property also to repay the debt to the third party, and that's why the liability of the members in the partnership is unlimited. Third one is risk bearing. Risk is taken by all the partners equally, so it comes to all the partners. They will have to take the risk equally. Then decision making. Decision making is also done by all the partners, those who are present in the partnership business. If there are 2 partners, then both of them, they will discuss it and they will take the decisions. If there are more than 2 partners, then all of them, they will discuss decisions among them and they will decide. Then continuity. Continuity of partnership business, it depends on the partners. Sometimes it may happen if there are 2 members in the partnership business, then if one dies, out of these 2 members, if one dies, then, or if one is like, sometimes it may happen that because of accident or insanity, so it may happen that one person is not able to carry on the business process, then the other member will not be able to carry on the partnership business, because it is a business more than one person. So at that point of time, the partnership business will be closed. But if there are more than 2 members, for example if there are 5 members in the business and one dies, out of that one dies, then other 4 members, if they want to continue the business, other 4 members, then they can continue, but they will have to renew the contract of partnership, and after that they can continue the business. Last one is member. As I already told you, members in a partnership business, maximum number is 50, and in case of banking, maximum number is 10. Then let's move on to the merits of partnership. Easy to start and close. Yes, it's easy. As I already told you that the partners, they have to sign a contract of partnership, but in some cases, in some types of partnership business, they don't have to do that also, and closure also depends on the partners. So it's easy to start and close. Proper decision making. How it's proper decision making? As it is said that it is better when the decisions are taken by many people rather than one person, when the decisions are taken by many people together, then the decision becomes better, it becomes a proper one. Because if one person makes a mistake, then the other members, like if there are 5 members in the partnership, if one makes mistake, then other 4 may correct the mistake. So in that case, when there will be many people in the partnership business, then the decision will be proper decision and it will be better decision. Then more money. Yes, it's obvious, more partners and all of them, they will invest capital. So then when the partners are more, money will also be coming from all these partner, then money also becomes more. So it's more money, more resources. Secrets are maintained. Yes, secrets are maintained because in a partnership type of business, they are not obliged to show their information to the public. They can keep it secret, and also it's about utmost faith and trust among the partners. So they are liable to keep that faith and trust among each other, and in that way secrets are maintained. Now let's move on to the limitation, that is unlimited liability. Yes, I already told you that members, they may have to use their personal property also to repay the debt back to the third party, and that's why the liability becomes unlimited. Fights exist as there are more partners, so sometimes it may happen that because of the cases of profit or any decision cases or losses, the fight among the partners may arises. Conflict may arise. Chances for closure. Yes, because if a partnership business is carried on by 2 persons, then if one dies, then the business will be closed. And if there are 5 persons also, if one dies and other 4 members, they do not want to continue the business, then the business will be stopped. Then no public confidence. Why it's no public confidence? As the secrets are not shown to public. So when do we trust the business? When we can see that how many members are there, what are the process they are taking, what are the things going on in that business. So when we are not able to see it, when public are not able to see it, then the confidence level of the public on that business is low. So it is said that public confidence here is very low, or we can say there is no public confidence on the partnership type of business. Then moving on to the types of partnership business. First one is active. Active here is the members, those who are active in the business, they contribute capital, they also shares profit and also losses, and control the business, also takes decision, also takes active participation in the management. So that's why the partner is said as active in all the cases. So active partner. Then sleeping, from that we can understand that a person who is a lazy person. It means that sleeping means the person will be a lazy person or a lazy partner. So that's why it is said as sleeping partner. And also this partner does everything, almost like contribute capital, then shares profit and also losses. But one thing that sleeping partner doesn't do is doesn't take part in the decision in the management. So this partner doesn't take part in the management. Then third one is secret partner is outsider will not be able to see that there is a partner. This partner for the outsider doesn't exist, but this partner actively takes part in everything, decision making also, profit, losses, then contributing capital, everything is done by this partner. But this is a secret partner, so no one will be able to know that this partner exists in this type of business. The next one is nominal partner. Nominal partner neither contributes any capital nor takes any active part in the management, but lends his name. He gives or lends his name to the business, and also liable to the third party for the activities of the firm, even though he doesn't share the profit or the losses of the firm. So even though this person doesn't share profit and losses, but then also is liable to the third party for the activities of the firm. So is said as nominal partner. Then partners by behavior. This partner, as the name says, behavior, so this partner will try to show that he is a partner of this type of business, but in real he is not, and that's why it is said as partner by behavior. Then last one is partner by holding out. It means a partner who is actually not a partner, but partnership business will try to show this partner as a member of the business. So there are two, yes, you can see these differences, this and this almost same. So this one is a partner will try to show that he is a partner of the business, and in this case the partnership business will try to show that he is a partner of the business. For example, there are 4 members and there is one more. This one in this type of business will try to show that he is a partner, but in this case from 4, these 4 members, they will try to show that he is a partner of this business, but these partners are also liable for the activities of the firm. So this is all about partnership business. If you have any doubt, you can comment me in the comment box, and if you like the session, then do like it and share with your friends. So thank you very much.